One of the big things that we've noticed as a trend, and we've heard this from multiple other security vendors that we know and work with, is a move towards more destructive kind of malicious attacks. And one of the ways that attackers are doing this are by changing the specific areas of your infrastructure that they're going after. Virtualization hosts and hubs are one of the big targets for a lot of ransomware groups, specifically at this point, for a good number of reasons, especially when we talk about things like VMware and ESXi. The big players in the market are constantly under scrutiny, and attackers are finding ways to exploit them. Luna, Black Basta, and a bunch of other ransomware groups now have encryptors that work specifically on these hosts, especially when we're talking about the new Rust, Go, and NIM-based variants that we're seeing, the ones that don't get detected by antivirus and can work cross-system. They can hit Linux systems, Macs, and Windows PCs. One of the things that made this even worse was the Conti ransomware group. When their agents kind of went rogue and a bunch of their data was dumped onto the public internet for anyone to grab, one of the things that was dumped was their ESXi encryptor, which now a ton of other ransomware groups and cyber criminal groups have adopted, have modified, and are now using out there in the wild. So this is really causing a large problem. So why are attackers are targeting hypervisors specifically? Well, when you think about it, it is a pretty good move on their part. We're talking chess and not checkers on their end. There is an increase in usage. Virtualized networks are kind of the norm at this point. We're seeing a big move towards using virtualized systems for things like domain controllers, file servers, application servers, as opposed to using physical hardware for each of those individual systems. If they can pop into your hypervisor, they can hit your entire critical infrastructure sector all at the same time. There's also the speed concept. If they're not deploying an encryptor to every single host on the network, if they're just going after your virtualization hub by itself, this drastically reduces the amount of time that an attacker needs to encrypt your entire network, especially the critical portions of it. And then the impact here. If they can get to your virtual machines at the virtual hard drive level, this makes recovery a much longer process. In fact, it can lead to some huge problems when we're talking about just getting systems back online to the point where we can even start recovery in the first place.
Thank you so much, everyone. Again, my name is Matt Duran, Director of Training and Research for LMG Security. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at any time. We would love to hear from you. You can reach me at info@lmgsecurity.com, find me on LinkedIn, or follow us on Twitter. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.